This cemetery is a mile away from the church it once belonged to, and no one really knows why. The cemetery was just up here, over this hill. Kind of reminds me of Little House on the Prairie. But I know the view is really good to the south. Out here in Enfield, tucked into the edge of private farmland overlooking a deep valley, is a place most will never see. This is the Potter Cemetery. It dates back to the 1850s when the area was first being settled. And that little mound there is the cemetery. This church is long gone now, but what doesn't make sense is this. Why were the burial plots never placed beside it? Normally a church would have its own burial ground within walking distance of the congregation. This was standard at the time. Something else happened. Instead, this land was donated by the Potter family to serve as the burial ground. But that's what makes it unusual, because even though the land was provided here, the question remains, why were these separated in the first place? And strangely, there's still no clear explanation for it. And some of the graves here are especially striking. Families rest here, including a child as young as 4 years old. The cemetery is small, with only a handful of known burials, and at some point the decaying stones were gathered and placed on this cairn in order to protect them from further weathering. This is why they face eastward. Tall grass on the west side, but all the markers are on the east side. Now we'll pan from the left to the right and get the names. What became of the actual burials? The markers are here, but the graves are still where they always were. The land is still privately owned on active farmland, so unless you knew it was here, you'd never guess what was actually beneath your feet. There's the Potters. This was their land. Fortunately, this one's broken off, unfortunately. And this is just a tidbit. This one's pretty smashed up. Eastward. And the old Union Church was just over there, a mile westward over that way. And the old school, the Union School, was right there. And the church, the Union Church, attached to the cemetery, was right here. Right about there. A wonderful view looking south from the Potter Cemetery over the fields in Clarington near Enfield. There are no signs, no flowers, and no visitors. Places like this don't try to be remembered. They don't announce themselves. They survive quietly as long as the land allows them to.